Hello Homebodies, welcome to your practice. Today we are going to be moving through a fire flow and it'll be just a short and sweet 20 to 30 minutes, but allowing yourself to warm up the body to drop into some experiencing of tapas, some experiencing of that samana vayu, the churning within. So we'll get started in a comfortable seated position, finding your sukhasana. So sit bones are going to wiggle down into the earth, hands glide down your thighs, thumbs coming to touch index fingers. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down the spine, finding that length through the spine. And go ahead and close down the eyes, taking these first few moments of our practice to arrive, to ground, to land, and shifting from getting here to really being here. And bring your awareness to your sit bones and root those sit bones down into the earth beneath you. Feel yourself rooted and grounded into the earth. And as you send your awareness down, feel the reciprocal energy reverberating up from the earth, allowing it to rise up through your roots, up through the column of the spine, finding length through the spine and length through the back of the neck. And with a strong back body, we soften the front body. So we soften the eyelids, the jaw, relaxing the shoulders away from our ears, and softening the walls of your belly. Today we're really working off of the concept that energy cannot be created nor destroyed, simply transformed. And it is through our practice on our mats that we transform our energy from one state to another. And so allowing yourself to churn whatever is present for you today. Take a moment to check in with your internal landscape. Drop into whatever emotions, textures, residues are present within your internal landscape. In yoga, we call undigested emotional experiences samskaras. So noticing if there are any undigested experiences present for you today, and noticing through our practice if we can't find that heat in the fire of our practice to transform and allow this energy to become potential energy that we can drive forward through our dharma and through our sankalpa. And bringing your palms to touch at heart center, bowing forehead down to fingertips, and really sealing in this intention for your practice. And gently rubbing your palms together, creating friction, creating heat. And then separating your palms, placing your palms over your eyes, inhaling your warmth. Exhale, let it go. And gently peeling your hands away from your eyes, opening out your eyes. We're going to move through a couple rounds of Kapalabhati pranayama. That is skull shining breath. And this will really start to stoke those internal fires, that digestive system. So with Kapalabhati, we feel that in and up of our Uddiyana Bandha. So feeling that in and up sensation with the belly. The breath, we really focus on the exhale. So exhaling out of the nose, the inhales will come naturally. We'll be doing 30, and then arms will sweep up, we'll hold at the top, and then exhale, we'll let it go. We'll do 3 rounds of those. So to begin, soften the belly. For some of us, it might feel really good to have your hands on your belly for this practice, but allowing the breath to be initiated through your breath, not your hands. Okay, inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, let it go. Inhale halfway. Begin. Inhale, arms reach up. Hook and hold the top. Exhale, let it go. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale halfway. Begin. Inhale, arms sweep up. Hook and hold. Exhale, let it go. Last one, inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half. Begin. Inhale, arms sweep up. Hook and hold. Exhale, let it go. Hands land forward, transitioning through to a tabletop position. Bringing your shoulders over top of your wrists, your hips over top of your knees. On your inhale, we're gonna drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lifting your heart forward. And on your exhale, curl your tailbone under, round through the spine, gaze back towards your navel. Inhale, dropping belly, lifting collarbones forward. And exhale, round out through the spine. Last one, inhale, drop belly, open your heart. And exhale, round out through the spine. Inhale, coming back through a neutral spine. Tucking your toes under, we press up and back to our downward facing dog. And just taking some time to land in the foundations of your down dog. Press your palms into the earth, spread your fingertips nice and wide. Travel up your arm bones, roll the shoulders away from your ears. Let your head go heavy and press your heart back to your toes. Pelvis tilts up towards the sky. There's a soft bend of the knees to allow for that length through the spine. 3 breaths where you are. From here, walking your fingertips back towards your toes, all the way to the back of the mat. Finding Uttanasana, forward fold. Grabbing opposite elbows, let your head go heavy here. Softening everything in. Relaxing your jaw where you are, maybe finding stillness or a gentle sway from side to side. Next, inhale, halfway lift, find length through your spine. And exhale, we fold. Feet hip-width distance apart, fingertips sweep the earth, we find our Utkatasana. This pose actually translates to fierce pose, not chair pose. So feel your fierceness in this pose. Gaze down towards your big toes. Make sure you can see them. Pull your knees back and sink your hips nice and low. And then feel like you've got something heavy attached to your tailbone and it's just dropping down and you feel that length through the spine, natural lordosis of the spine. Soften your jaw, relax your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale is here. Exhale, heart to thighs. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, heart to thighs. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, heart to thighs. Inhale, we sit low, chair pose. Exhale, rise to the balls of the feet, and then slowly lower into your toe stand. Thighs come parallel with the earth. Hands can come through to heart center. You've got 1 breath here. And then see if you can lower your knees at the same time in the same way. Lowering them down to the earth. Sit back on your heels, finding that toes pose or that thunderbolt pose. Making sure all 10 toes are tucked under, hands onto your thighs. 3 breaths here. See if you can relax your facial features. Next, inhale, we rise all the way up onto our knees, pulling and squeezing your glutes towards one another and pressing your hip bones forward. Arms sweep forward. On your inhale, lean back, and exhale, spring forward. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come to heart, stepping right foot forward. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Pulling your legs towards one another here. Pull your pubic bone up towards your navel. And then arms reach up. Anjaneyasana. 1 breath. Straightening out through the right leg. Fingertips could find the earth, blocks, or sweep back behind you. Pull your right hip back. Pull your right pinky toe back towards that right outer hip. Lift your heart forward on your inhale. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, we shift forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, shift it back, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, forward. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, shift it back. This time, inhale, we shift forward. Tuck your left toes under, rise up and off of the back knee. Exhale, arms sweep back into this high lunge with the torso tilted forward. Inhale, arms reach forward. Exhale to stay. Hands into little fists, but imagine there's butterflies living in them. Inhale is here. Exhale, left knee to your heart. Kicking it forward. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, kick it forward. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, kick it forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, left foot steps next to right. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Gazing at a drishti, a gazing point. We rise high onto the balls of the feet. Hug your heels towards one another and slowly start to lower yourself down. Allow yourself to calibrate. Feeling your legs as they quiver. And then find that thighs parallel to the earth. Hands could stay at heart center. Arms reach forward or fingertips ground. We lower our heels. Then we lower our hips. Then we find a boat pose. Press the big toe mounds together. Heels are slightly apart. And then spread your toes wide, wide, wide. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale, lower half boat. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, cross the ankles. We press up and back to our downward facing dog. 3 breaths where you are. From here, walking your fingertips back towards you, all the way to the back of the mat, finding that Uttanasana, that forward fold once again. Soft bend of the knees, grab opposite elbows, let your head go heavy, soften the jaw. On your inhale, half lift, find length through spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, sit low, chair pose. Exhale, sink in. Feel that fierceness where you are. Maintain that lordosis in the low spine, but pull your low ribs in towards your lower hips. Soften in here. Inhale. Exhale, heart to thighs. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, heart to thighs. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, heart to thighs. Inhale, sit low. Exhale to stay. Rise high onto the balls of the feet and slowly lower down to that toe pose with your thighs parallel to the earth. See if you can hug your heels towards one another and balance here for one breath. Now slowly, see if you can land them at the same time in the same way. Lower your knees to the earth. Sitting yourself back on your heels. Make sure all 10 toes are tucked under. Soften the features of the face. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Soften your belly and let your legs be heavy. One more breath where you are. Inhale, rise yourself all the way up. This time, we're still squeezing the glutes and pressing our hip bones forward, but our arms are gonna wrap around this time. Fingertips point down, hug your elbows towards one another, and then think lifting up with the chest. So don't think back, but think lift up as if someone was pulling your sternum up towards the sky. You could keep your chin tucked in towards your chest, or gaze up towards the sky. One full breath here. Inhale back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Stepping your left foot forward, Anjaneyasana here. Pull your legs towards one another and find that pulling of pubic bone up towards your navel. Find the length through the spine once again. Arms can reach up, biceps next to your ears, but shoulders melt away from your ears. Soften the jaw. One breath. And then straightening out through the left leg. Fingertips could find the earth, blocks, or sweep back behind you. Half Hanumanasana. Pull your left hip back in space. Pull your left pinky toe to the left outer hip. Lift your heart forward. And exhale, fold in. One breath. Inhale, we shift forward, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, shift back, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, forward. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, shift back. Inhale, we shift forward here. Exhale. Right toes tuck under, arms sweep back. Inhale, arms sweep forward. Hands into little fists, but imagine there's butterflies in them. Inhale is here. Exhale, right knee to your heart. So as kick. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, kick it forward. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, kick it forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, right foot lands next to your left, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart. Rising high to the balls of the feet. And slowly lowering down. And feeling all of the quivers, all of the shakes through the legs. Bringing your thighs parallel to the earth. Hands could stay at your heart center. They could sweep forward, or fingertips could ground. We'll lower our heels first, then we lower our hips, and then we find that boat. Beautiful. Hands could come behind those thighs to lift everything up. Press those big toe mounds together. Spread your toes nice and wide. This is our inhale. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, feet land to the earth, hug. Wrap your arms around your shins and drop your head down towards your knees. 3 breaths here. From here, release. We'll extend the legs out long. Extending the legs long, pull any flesh out from under the sit bones. And then find your Dandasana, your staff pose. Press the backs of your knees down towards the earth. Flex your feet and feel that gentle tilt of the pelvis, finding a long spine. We'll bend into our right knee, stepping our right foot up and over our left leg. Press down through your right big toe mount and then find length. Grab hold of the right shin, find length through the spine. Left arm wraps around that right shin. Right fingertips reach up to the sky and land your right fingertips back behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale to twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale to twist. Last one, inhale, length. Exhale, we twist. Inhale to unravel, come back through center, and then counter twist over to the left. 1 breath here. Inhale, back through center. Right leg straightens out here. Bending into our left knee, stepping our left foot up and over the right leg. And ground through your left big toe mound. Grab hold of your left shin and find length through your spine. Wrapping your right arm around your left shin, left fingertips reach up to the sky and land your left fingertips back behind you. Inhale, find length through spine. Exhale to twist. Inhale, length through spine. Exhale, twist. Last breath. Inhale, come back through center. And then counter twist over to the right. 1 full breath. Inhale through center. And release your legs, bend through both knees, feet hip width distance apart. Arms are going to sweep forward on your inhale. And then exhale, slowly lower yourself down, 1 vertebrae at a time, going slowly, especially where you want to rush. From here, hug your knees in towards your chest and gently rock from side to side. We'll keep that right knee hugging in, extend out through your left leg. Relax your left leg to the earth. You could either keep your hands wrapped around that right shin, or if it's accessible, right forearm around that right shin and left hand grabs hold of the right wrist. Send your breath into your belly here and feel how your breath massages out your colon. And this side is your ascending colon, so feel that breath. Coming to a supine twist, right arm sweeps out to the right hand side. Left hand crosses the right leg over midline into that supine twist. Both shoulders ground down and breathe into this unwinding. Inhale, right knee hugs back towards your chest. And then hug your left knee in towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side, noticing sensation between both sides. Keep your left knee hugging in this time and extend your right leg out long, relaxing your right leg to the earth. Hands wrap around that left shin. And you could stay exactly as you are and breathe here. If it feels okay, you could wrap your left forearm around that left shin and grab hold of the left wrist with your right hand. Send your breath into your belly and feel this time your descending colon getting a really nice massage. Left arm sweeps out to the left-hand side. Right hand crosses the left shin across midline into your supine twist. Melt your left shoulder to the earth. Allow your left knee to soften down towards the right-hand side. Send your breath to the thoracic spine for 3 breaths. Next, inhale, hug your left knee in towards the chest. Hugging both knees in towards the chest now, squeezing everything in, squeezing forehead to knees on your in-breath. And exhale, extend out into your Shavasana. Feet as wide as mat, arms wider. Allowing yourself to really drop into rest here. Let your head drop back into the earth. Allow your eyes to drop back into their sockets. Soften your jaw. Melt your shoulders away from your ears. Soften the walls of your belly. And let your legs go heavy. Know that there is nowhere to go. There is nothing to do. There is just this moment to sink into. And staying here and resting in your Shavasana for as long as you need. And I will leave you with these words from the Uddhava Gita. This is dialogue 2, verse 45 through to 47. From fire I learned how to burn brightly through the power of practice. From fire I learned we need only the food that the belly can burn now. From fire I learned to accept what is given to me and to let the fire of my practice transform what is impure and make it pure. From fire I learned that in order to teach, the sage must sometimes be hidden and sometimes be visible. In this way, like fire, the sage can grant blessings in which all transgressions are burned. I learned that just like fire, that has no shape of its own, but to reveal itself takes the shape of the log being burned. So are we, whatever our form, whatever our history. The self reveals itself in all forms, over and over again. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. May your fire burn brightly. Namaste.